Good morning, folks, and I hope this Monday morning has found you well thus far, and I hope that you are looking forward to this beautiful day blessed by God. And I hope and pray that no matter what you may be going through at this particular minute, that you are experiencing the blessings of God. And Christian, understand, as I say all the time, you are experiencing the blessings of God. Sometimes situations happen that cause us to not see that. But Christian, remember, you are always under the blessing of God. So realize that this day. Be jubilant about that this day. And may you have hope this day because of that. I want to share with you, I shared this passage yesterday with my soldiers in our worship/devotional time. And it speaks so heavily to us. It comes from the book of Exodus, chapter number 17, specifically verses 8 through, let me check, I think it's 8 through 14. No, 8 through 13. But you know the premise here, that the armies of Amalek are coming to fight with the armies of Israel, yea, even to defeat the armies of Israel. We see that in verse number 9, Moses says to Joshua, "You are commissioned to take the Israelite army and fight against Amalek." And what else does he say? He says, "I'm going to go to the top of this mountain and I'm going to hold the rod of God in my hand. I'm going to hold it up." Basically, I equate it to this, Christian. He is holding up the glory of God. Let's return to the scripture here and see that story play out. Excuse me. Exodus chapter 17 and verse number 10. "So Joshua did as Moses had said to him, and fought with Amalek. And Moses, Aaron, and Hur went up to the top of the hill. And it came to pass, when Moses held up his hand," remind you, he's holding the rod of God. He's holding up the glory of God. "When he held up his hand, that Israel prevailed. And when he let down his hand, Amalek prevailed." You see what happens right there? As long as Moses is holding up the glory of God, the Israelites prevail. Verse 12. "But Moses' hands were heavy." We can understand that. Anybody that's ever held their arms out for any length of time knows how heavy they get at some point. "But Moses' hands were heavy, and they took a stone and put it under him, and he sat thereon, and Aaron and Hur stayed up his hands, the one on the one side and the other on the other side, and his hands were steady until the going down of the sun." So Aaron and Hur are up there with Moses on either side of him. They assist Moses in holding up the rod of God. They assist Moses in holding up God's glory. And as we know from other verses, as long as Moses is holding up God's glory, the Israelite army is successful. Verse number 13. "And Joshua discomfited." That's a King James word. It means defeated. It means routed. It means overtaken in battle. "And Joshua discomfited Amalek and his people with the edge of the sword." So what a wonderful story. Joshua is leading the army of the Israelites in battle against the Amalekites. Moses holds up the glory of God, the rod of God in his hand. And as long as he's doing that, the army of Israel prevails. When his arm starts to get tired and he goes down, Amalek starts to prevail. But Aaron and Hur do what? They hold up the arm of Moses. And the Israelite army prevails. Verse number 13, I read again. "And Joshua discomfited Amalek and his people with the edge of the sword." What does this tell us, Christian? This tells us a number of things, but here's the one thing I'm going to mention today. As long as we're holding up the glory of God, as long as we hold up the glory of God, we will not be defeated. Now, sometimes our arm may get tired, and other Christians will experience the same thing. Their arm will get tired. What's our What is our responsibility? Christian, our responsibility is to hold up each other as we hold up the glory of God. And you know what? Here's the powerful thing about that this Monday morning. I'm fixing to preach here. As long as we do that, folks, nothing that comes against us will prevail. And that, as they say, is that. I hope this gives you encouragement this Monday morning in whatever enemy you may be facing. Hold up the glory of God, and you will prevail. Assist other Christians in holding up the glory of God, and we all will prevail. God bless you. Hope you have a wonderful Monday. Love you, and I'll talk to you a little bit later.